Hello to my Virgos. This is Queen Amura coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right on into it. All right. Happy new moon. We had a new moon in Libra. The moon has moved into Scorpio. All right. So a lot of people, when the moon moves into Scorpio, are doing a lot of purging and no longer linking up with energies who are jealous, secretive, and obsessive within your own group. Every decision I make, I consider my inner child, including if you have children yourself. So energies who are a harm to your own kids, who can end them mentally, end them physically, put them in harm's way, so you're considering, like, if I'm around people who could end my kids physically, mentally, in any way, shape, form, or fashion, I don't want my kids to be around that kind of stuff. And so any of those energies that mirror that type of energy, jealous of you, they're secretive, obsessive, that kind of stuff, just like somebody else would not want their kids around that type of energy or linking up with anybody that's connected to that type of mess. So it's a lot of purging that's going on. Lots and lots of purging that is going on. It's a current energy. Yeah, Capricorn here is connected to something. Current energy is a Capricorn that's holding a bag for something. Somebody feels like something is their way or the highway. There is an Aries involved in something. They had a first impression about somebody, that they have a first impression that somebody would hold the bag or be responsible for something in a church, or the challenge is a religious organization that feel like they hold the key to something, and people are now talking about a situation. Yeah, because a tower is happening. It puts everybody in a very vulnerable situation. Yeah. And Aries felt like somebody's mother is an Aries. And Aries felt like something was their way or the highway. So you're dealing with 4 Aries, right? You're dealing with 3 Taurians. You're dealing with 4 Aries, but 3 of them are bullies, right? And they all belong to the same religious organization. And so dealing with energies that is their way or the highway, but they're bringing a whole tower down in a situation. It puts you in a very vulnerable situation, whoever you are, because something is the polarity of the Justice card, because you had their back, but these energies they are showing you that they don't have yours. These are open enemies to you. Whoever you are, they are open enemies to you. You had each one of these energies back, but they're showing you that they are open enemies to you. And that's fine, because you're the one that's safe. They're not. Yeah, so you're cutting them off. You're cutting all of these off. You're safe. You're dealing with 3 bullies having to do something. There's a Capricorn here. You don't need their support. Their arms are too short to box with Source, not yours. You don't need their support. You got Source, so you're good. Now pull this sword out. You don't even need to go with the flow. This is toxic energy. This is where you purge, right here. Purge. Yep, Queen of Swords. Keep it high vibrational, but purge. Keep something very high vibrational and purge, because you all rule 6th house. And so here we have the Lover's card. A decision has already been made. Yep, 6 of coins here. You all rule 6th house. And so you were at work. You're at work and somebody works from home. So the decision has already been made. So I see you making money. You were making money. You were at work making money. So these energies, like I said, so busy bullying somebody. And there's 6 of coins here. You were just doing your daily task or whatever. And people could see that you're doing your daily task or whatever. So I'm seeing healthy work-life balance here. And you were probably in hermit mode looking at your cards. Somebody was in hermit mode, right? Yeah, at work. And somebody could see it. There could have been a Libra involved that saw you were at work. They could have saw what kind of work you do. They could have came into your home. It could have been anybody that came into your home. They could have came into your home to do some work. It could have been a maintenance person if you're living in an apartment. Somebody could vouch for you that you were at home at a certain date, certain time. If you live in an apartment building, or you could have had neighbors or somebody to see and how they made a decision. You could have had people around you. This Hierophant could be like, so, but you have an innate spiritual understanding now of like people were trying to do something to bring a whole tower down on you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Legally, they were trying to bring a tower down, you know, on you. And talking about your lovers, right? Trying to make a fortune off of you and someone else. Here's the Wheel of Fortune here. But yeah, a decision has been made. Decision has been made. This is a shame. Yeah, because some people thought something was their way or the highway. Being impulsive, trying to make some fast. This is what somebody's trying to make some fast money. They told everybody that they cut you off because you out making some fast money behind closed doors, doing something illegal. That's what these energies were saying. Stabbed you in the back when you had all these energies back. In other words, I feel like somebody was very naive to what was being said about you from this religious organization, whoever they are. I don't know who they are. These two signs here are ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, and aesthetics, right? But the dark side of Venus is that it can be vain, vengeful, and green with envy. And that's this is what you're experiencing, whoever you are. That's what you're experiencing right now. The dark side of the planet Venus. It's you experiencing three energies that are vain, vengeful, and green with envy. And they're talking, right? And so they decided to make this person here hold the bag. Remember, all of this is genderless, right? Colorless, genderless, right? But this is a Capricorn right here. So Capricorn rules 10th house, the house of career and vocation. So someone was attacking your career and your vocation. So whatever call you answered on your life, somebody had to come into your home to actually put eyes on you to see you. So they came into your house to do some work, right? To actually see what kind of work you do. And so you're fortunate that somebody made a decision to send someone into your home to see exactly what kind of work you do, right? And so this energy, very fair-minded, they could have been talking to you or whatever. Y'all could have struck up a conversation or whatever, and something that somebody is very, very clear that you are Queen of Swords energy, that you're high vibrational, right? So here you are being conservative with your time, and people are talking about you behind your back. And here we have every decision that you make, you consider your own inner child. And these energies, they didn't consider anything as far as you're concerned. All they considered was, let's just bring a tower down on whoever you are. In other words, let's just change your life because we have the power and the authority and an organization that's going to back us to bring a tower down on you. Wow. Yeah. So this is what you have in common with somebody. You're just sailing on the now you just sail on the calmer waters. I mean, for real. Just sail on the calmer waters. Because this don't make no sense. So this is why you're purging. This is the reason why you've decided to purge. Because, and this is why I say with every cycle, whether it's a menstrual cycle, whether it's just a life cycle, the moon is in Scorpio, and Scorpio is the death card, right? Some energies were absolutely obsessed with ending you, bringing a tower down on you. And so too busy talking, trying to become a part of an organization, trying to stab you in the back when you had their back in something, wanting some fast money. And again, this is what you and somebody in the spiritual realm, yeah. Somebody who made a lot of somebody who you have in common who also made a lot of sacrifices. They made a lot of sacrifices themselves. Talked about the sacrifices that were made. Right? So whoever this Capricorn is, they also talked about the sacrifices that were made, right? So some decisions were made. Some decisions were made about something. Somebody is just a bully. Somebody is really, really a bully. and decide they're going to make this other Capricorn, this younger Capricorn, carry the bag. Basically, like, make them responsible for paying bills or, you know, something, right? You know, so instead of saying, you know, agreeing, you know, that somebody, and then there's another master manipulator involved in this, a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Yeah, so I see you being successful at something. So something is going to go really, really fast. Something is going to go really, really fast here. Somebody is going to be fast-tracked through something. And it's really going to be like the spirit of source helping you. I see you being able to defend your decision and move on from something without even coming across as defensive. Yeah, I see you being fast-tracked, whatever it is, whether you're getting a job or something, because I'm seeing work here. But I see money coming across your path. You're in somebody else's path because of your gifts. And you're going to just keep it under wraps, behind closed doors. You're going to keep your mouth closed, behind closed doors. But it's a fortune. It's a lot, you know, that's going to help you kind of sort of sail on the calmer waters. And you're hanging in there, but emptying yourselves out of these, you know, you and somebody emptying yourselves out of these master manipulators, and you know, being able to, like I said, something else is going to help you to pay for whatever you need to pay for. Because I see you being successful, and I see you being able to just kind of sort of close out some things, you know, really close out some things. Yeah. Yep. In other words, you'll be answering a call, you know, something that you've been wanting to do. You've been wanting to do something. Somebody else has been wanting to do something. So, and that's what it's going to, you know, pay for, a whole new lease on life. Something is a whole new lease on life for you and someone else. So congratulations to you. Let's see. Yeah, letting go. So everything indeed is out of control, and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. Yeah, you can safely just let go. Divine source. So help me know that all of my deepest needs will be met. Let me know. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. You are my source for all. Yeah. I feel like somebody had to come back through to finish out a cycle. Finish out a cycle. And I'm looking at this number 8 here, right? Which connects us with death. So somebody had to come through so people can finally, you know, release something. Finally just kind of sort of release something. Here we have dream even bigger. Yeah, dream even bigger. So time to ground yourself. And so their plan to disrupt your money backfired. You have the gift of clear cognizance. You also have move on in silence and move on in peace. And so somebody secretly has a crush on you. And so your laughter is medicine. And so it's time to open up your vault door. And so you have the gift of premonition. This is forewarning. And so somebody has a lying spirit. And so get focused. Get focused. So listen to your inner voice. Listen to your inner voice. You have the gift of clairsentience, right? Throat chakra cleanse, right? Prepare for an increase in pay. Sacral chakra cleanse. And it is a water, your moon is in a water sign, so. But the scales from your eyes have been, removed. If somebody was just not in a nurturing environment. You know, possibly with a Taurus, somebody was not in a nurturing environment at all. And so power had to come down on somebody, with the way somebody was being talked to. Could have possibly been a Taurus and an Aries. Somebody could have been bullied in an environment. Yeah, somebody has a very prideful spirit. So that's what I see for you. Hopefully this is helpful. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. So, like I said, money is coming across somebody's path so that you can kind of sort of climb your way out of, debt possibly. And things are going to happen for you rather quickly. It's going to happen for you rather quickly, but I do see you being successful, and like things are happening. I mean, things are moving. Things are moving right along. I see like I said, prayers being answered. Continue being a prayer warrior. Don't look back. Once you purge, don't put things back on your plate by continuing to talk about things and all this other stuff. A decision has already been made. Its decision has already been made. So keep your money, your coins, all that stuff to yourself. Just, I can't even stress that enough. I can't tell y'all how to manage your money. You've been going out here making no big purchases, because that could have been part of the problem in the beginning, like letting too many people know you had money coming across your path, and then boom, here come people, slithering into your life, trying to find out what you got, who you got it from, and so Source will put a pause on stuff until and expose everybody around you who wants access to your money. And so somebody got to stop talking about that. Somebody has got, or Source will make you go back into the workforce. You won't get as much as you thought you were going to get, because Source is like, let me show you the people around you. They thinking you're getting more than what you're going to get, or you about to win a big settlement, and you start telling people, even your grandkids or kids, you start telling people, the next door neighbor, you told somebody. So it says, stop telling people, just be quiet. Sew your lips together, anything. Like, don't say anything. Walk around like you just don't have it. Like, whatever. But somebody is learning that Source had to say, I need to take you down to nothing. I got whatever I need to do to get the point across. I need to take you down to nothing. If I need to do the government shutdown, whatever I need to do to take you down to nothing, to stop you from talking about money. You and somebody else, y'all gonna stop talking about it, because Source has been trying to do a wealth transfer. And so Source can't do a wealth transfer if you're still telling people stuff. Especially people who don't have your best interest at heart. You're going to have to learn how to move in silence and move on in peace. Okay. Yeah, what I was going to say is somebody has a secret crush on you. Somebody got a secret crush on you. It's going to have to stay a secret. Yeah. Somebody also has a spirit of pride on them. Somebody is not going to, that would be like you casting your pearls before swine, and somebody taking stone cold advantage of you financially, and then you telling them, I can't believe, I paid all your bills, and I really helped you financially, whether it's a family member, friend, whatever the case may be, because you got an increase in pay, and I really helped you with this, and I gave you my last, this and that, and them saying, who told you to do that? And you sitting there left holding the bag. Somebody's like, I didn't tell you to do that. So it said, you're going to learn one way or the other to stop telling. You're going to learn the first time. You're going to learn the first time. Don't say anything. You and somebody else had to learn. You and somebody else had to learn. You was dating somebody. Somebody else was dating somebody. Y'all had to learn. Y'all had to learn. Y'all are going to stop dating these arrogant, you going all out of your way, giving them an arm, a leg, a torso, cutting off all this stuff, and you going into crazy debt for these people, and as soon as you need something, they don't even care. You gonna stop doing that. So Source is letting you know. Source is letting you know right now. You got big money coming through. You better keep your mouth closed. Whoever you are, you better keep your mouth closed. This is going to be a Christmas. I'm telling y'all, this is going to be a holiday. Everybody just getting cards. And I'm not trying to tell people how to spend, because you start first expensive gift you giving people. Oh, you got some money come? Where'd you get that from? Thanksgiving, whatever y'all celebrate, everybody just letting everybody know ahead of time. Hey, you just getting a card. And it may be an e-card. So I hope y'all know how to check y'all emails. because the way that people are breaking into people's emails and trying to see what people have in their accounts and stuff, somebody need to get real acquainted with attorneys and stuff like that. So get acquainted with stuff, because somebody, I don't know who you are, but somebody has money coming through, and these people, that's why Source had to keep putting stuff on pause for some people, because some people would just still going back. So yeah, Six of Pentacles again. This is right here. You need to be paying attention. You're going to pay something. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. This is how you learn how to be conservative with what you have. Be conservative with what you have. And that's what people were looking. They were seeing, could you be conservative with what you have? You got a little bit. See how you can be conservative with what you have. And people are now like, okay, this person, okay, that's how a decision was made. This person really is conservative with what they have. They're not out here doing something strange for change and funny for money. They really are conservative with what they have. There's a good steward over the little. Okay, it's time to give them more. They see how you climbed up out of it, because people didn't believe that they didn't believe, you know, that you were able to do. They felt like, okay, this person, they came into a fortune. People didn't really realize that you actually worked for what you had. This is what I'm trying to get to. Somebody didn't believe that you had actually worked for it, so they had to actually send somebody into it. You went through all of this chaos and confusion, whoever you are, because people actually, these bullies over here told somebody a lie about you in court. These people told people a lie about you in court, got you in some kind of trouble. So spiritually, you had to defend yourself. Had people come into your house saying that you did some kind of strange stuff for money behind closed doors. Wow. If y'all don't cut these people off, give me their number. I'll cut them off for you. With the quickness. I cut them off real fast. I'm just kidding. But no, seriously. No, but I'm sending everybody lots of love and light. Sending you lots of love and light, Virgos. But yeah, stop casting your pearls before swine. Source really is trying to help you all to just know that you're in a very vulnerable position right now, and people will take advantage of that. They really will. So it's time for you to start moving on in silence and move in peace, as you're trying to climb your way out of some things, as you're transitioning onto calmer waters. You've been through enough storms. So the only person that's going to stop it is you. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. All right. Bye.